Hi everyone and welcome to another video. Today's video I'm doing my May reading wrap up. I've got an itchy face. May was a really successful reading month for me. I think it possibly might be the most successful reading month I've ever had on BookTube. I read a total of 15 and a half books. I think that's pretty good considering that I finished uni this month and I only finished at the end of the month as well, so I only really had 9 days after the end of my uni to read. So I'm just going to crack on to this reading wrap up because I want to show you guys and I'm very excited about all the books I've read. And I love filming my wrap ups. I think wrap up videos are my favourite thing to film, edit and upload. So I hope you guys agree and enjoy this video, so let's go! So I listened to a lot of audiobooks this month, and that's because I had a lot of credits on my Audible account. And first off, I listened to The Darkest Minds, which was a reread by Alexandra Bracken, and I actually preferred listening to the audiobook than reading it the first time. I don't know why I didn't like it the first time, but the second time listening to it was really enjoyable. It was really enjoyable. The narrator was fantastic, and of course, straight after I listened to The Darkest Minds, I then listened to The Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken. And the reason why I listened to them instead of read them is because I had them on my shelf and I kind of decided to listen to them anyway and just get them off my TBR shelf and straight onto my bookshelf, my completed reading bookshelf. I really enjoyed these two books. The audiobook was fantastic, the narrator was great, obviously that means the writing of the book was great. I enjoyed everything, the suspense, the characters. I gave both of them a 4 out of 5 stars, I believe, and I really enjoyed them. I can't wait to read In the Afterlight, although I'm a bit skeptical about the cover of the book. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure once it comes out in this gorgeous, like, design, it will be just great. Another book that I read during the month of May was Natalie Whipple, House of Ivy and Sor. Now this is a brilliant book. I really enjoyed this. It's about a girl who kind of lives with her grandma, and her grandma's the stereotypical witch that lives, you know, the one that lives under the bridge. Isn't particularly nice to look at, but she's got a kind heart. Now the main character, she is also a witch, and she goes through lots of trials and tribulations trying to fit into modern day with this witch powers and her legacy. There's this destiny that comes into it. There is a boy and there is a girl and there's friendship and there's family. It was really enjoyable. It was a brilliant book and the cover is absolutely to die for. I absolutely love this cover, and something that I really enjoyed was at the beginning of every chapter it had this beautiful kind of like design, and then the first letter always had this kind of design, and I really liked that. I thought that was brilliant. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I read this in one day. It was brilliant. The main character was great. I just read you, it says here, they say a witch lives in the old house under the bridge. This is true, and it's just really good. It's about a huge curse and she has to stop this curse, and it's just the worst curse ever. So read this book. It was fantastic. Oh, I read and thoroughly enjoyed Branded by Abby Ketner and Missy Kalakiki. I think I said that wrong, I'm not sure. This is the first book in the series, the Sinner series, and the number one, the cover is amazing. And this book is a dystopian read about this world, this dystopian world, where it's run by this man called the Commander. Now the Commander, he came into power and he decided that all the crimes and all the problems in the world were blamed on the 7 deadly sins. Now if you are found to commit a crime under one of the 7 deadly sins, you are taken into this place called the Hole, which is this place you do not want to live in, and you are branded and you have a tattoo on your neck, and depending on the colour of the tattoo depends on what sin that you were accused of doing. And the main character has a blue tattoo. Now her name is Lexi and she has a blue tattoo on her neck. That stands for lust. She is committed of a crime which she did not do. She has to go into the Hole where she meets this guard who looks after her, which is a possible love interest there. It's kind of like two star-crossed lovers. They can't be with each other, but they really want to be with each other. It's very action-packed. It's very fast. This book is coming out on the 3rd of June, which is my sister's birthday. I really recommend you guys to go and buy it. It's a brilliant dystopian read. This is one of the best dystopian reads I have read in such a long time. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It's just fantastic. It's very graphic. but there's lots of threats living in this world. I just enjoyed it, and I really think you guys would like this book too, so you should definitely go and check this out. Let me know down in the comments if you go and buy this book on Kindle, because I'd love to hear which ones of you are going to buy it, and yeah, like maybe I'll reread it with you guys, because I know that Abby and Missy are currently writing the second book, so this is exciting things. Another series that I read this month was Victoria Schwab, The Archived and The Unbound. I did really like this series. I read both of them in one day and one day. It's a fantastic read, and Jessie the reader raves about these books, and I can see why. They are great. I love the covers. The covers are brilliant. Now, I gave them a 4 out of 5 star each, I believe. I really enjoyed them. I really did enjoy them, but I liked the ending of The Unbound. So I don't know if I'm going to pick up the third, if there is a third coming out. I'm not quite sure. But I think I might just leave it at these two. But I did really enjoy these, so you guys might enjoy them as well. It's very action-packed, very fast, about romance, friendship, and lots of action, and it's just phenomenal. Like, it's a very, very unique read. You guys would love this book. These books, even, because there's 2. There's a duology. Another series that I read alongside my friend Jessica, I'll leave her Instagram link down below, she's fantastic. I read The Program which she sent to me by Suzanne Young, followed by The Treatment by Suzanne Young. I loved this series. It's based in modern day. It's a kind of sci-fi contemporary. That's how I would classify it. I might be completely wrong. It's about just modern day, and suicide is an epidemic, and it's known as a disease, and you can catch the disease, and the disease makes you depressed and want to kill yourself. Now, there's this thing called The Program which you go into, and they completely wipe you clean. Like, all your memories have gone to start afresh, and nobody wants to go into the program. It's very much feared. And there's a couple, a boy and a girl, and they both happen to go into the program. They forget each other, but things happen. She meets people. Does she remember? What happens if she remembers? It's a fantastic series. This is duology. It's really, really, really good. I recommend you getting this. I gave them both a 5 out of 5 stars. I love them, and the covers are, like, I love the covers. I've seen this around so much, and I never thought I'd read them, but I'm so glad I did, because I really enjoyed it. It's very fast paced, and because the main characters lose their memory, and they don't remember anything, but us as readers remember, you're literally sat there like shouting at your book, trying to make them remember, but obviously they're fictional characters and they can't hear you. But well, I always talk to fictional characters. Shh. Another book I read this month was The Ring and the Crown by Melissa Dela Cruz. I absolutely loved this book. I absolutely loved this book. It was fantastic fantasy read. It was so fast paced. Number 1, the cover is just gorgeous. Number 2, Melissa Dela Cruz quotes Beyonce and Lorde in this, okay? So, you know, I think it's called an epigraph. I think that's what it's called. But here, who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Who run this mother? Girls. Beyonce, run this world. Girls. It's really funny. I love it. And she quotes Lorde in here as well. It's just a great fancy read about... It's based from different people's, quite a few different people's perspectives, but they all interlink with each other, and at the end they all play a big part in each other's lives, and it's just very interesting to see this world just develop. It's crazy. I loved this book. I loved this book. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I did, and I loved this book. It was fantastic, guys. You must check this book out. It's a very quick read. I read it on the train, literally on the train. I'm like mind blown. I can't even explain to you how much amazing this book is. You guys must check it out. It is fantastic. Let me know if you get this, and let me know if you've read it, because I would love to talk about this book, because it's one of those books where so much is going on, but it's very clear, like you can understand it, but so much is going on. There's so many different characters, different you know, characteristics as well. They're all different personalities, and you just want to talk about it. You've just got to talk about it. It's fantastic. This month I read The Whispers of the Fallen by J.D. Netter. This is a great fancy read as well. It's all about Nephilim and Satan, and it's about what happens if somebody finds the diary of Lucifer. Hello. It's amazing. These two boys, they're friends, and then maybe they don't turn out to be friends. There's fighting, there's action, there's romance, it's everything. Guys, you need to check this out. It's a great read. JD's a fantastic author. He really is amazing at world building. His second book is just come out, and I love the cover of this. It's kind of like smoke and typography. I love typography. You guys know I love typography. So guys, go check this out. It is out now on Kindle. You can go and buy it, and I really recommend you do too. And look at what's at the beginning of every chapter. I just love this. This is great. A book which I read this month, which I did enjoy, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, was The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong. It was about a girl who, when she's younger, she sees things and then that kind of gets blocked out. And then she's at school one day and it's the day she starts her thing. Let's just say the day she comes into herself. She starts seeing people again. She gets sent to this home for mentally challenged, you know, a home for people who have got, who are seeing things and, you know, who possibly have some issues which need help with. And it turns out that in this home, the people that go there aren't actually normal, and there are people from different species of paranormal races, and I loved that. I did really enjoy this. It was the ending I had a problem with, but I do think you should check this out because the cover, hold on a minute, because the cover is amazing. Look what I did. Oh my god, that's so funny. Book and face. I think I say that in every video, but I do go check this series out by Kelly Armstrong because her writing is really good and I did enjoy it. I just had some quarrels with it, which I don't normally say. It's very good. It's kind of creepy. It's very creepy. That's a good way of saying it. It's creepy. Check it out. So I was kindly sent by Hachette the proof copy of Deep Blue, which is the new series, The Waterfire Saga by Jennifer Donnelly, about mermaids. Guys, this book is so good. It's like about friendship and these mermaids have to get together to save the mermaid world, and it's just phenomenal because there's a big threat. I love this. This is actually a massive Disney franchise. This is published by Disney Hyperion in America, so you know it's going to be good. I just loved it. I was constantly researching about this book throughout reading it, researching more about the characters, finding character profiles, finding pictures that the author and artist have drawn about the characters, because each mermaid is based around a different fish. You could say fish. There's a koi mermaid, a koi fish mermaid, and things like that, jellyfish mermaid. And they're all from different nations in the mermaid world. I just loved it. It's very detailed. It's a brilliant first book in a series. Lots of world building. There's witches in here. I got really excited about that, as you know. But I definitely recommend this if you like mermaid reads, or if you haven't really read any mermaid books and you think you want to get into that kind of genre, would you call it a genre? Maybe not, like that kind of idea of book, the premise of book, then definitely start with this one because it's a very, very good read. I really enjoyed this. I read The Fifth Wave this month by Ruth Yancey and I loved this book so much. I cannot wait for the second one. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Like, I will reread the first one before I read the second one because I feel like there's lots of things that happen, lots of action. I want to rekindle myself with the waves. I love it. I absolutely love this series, guys. I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm sure a lot of you know about it, but it's a brilliant alien read, sci-fi. I think you should check it out. It's from different perspectives as well. And I really like that about books at the moment. Normally I'm not a big fan on like dual perspectives, but I really liked this book because it had different perspectives. Again, they all interlinked with each other. You got to see different stories from different people, but they're all very, very influential characters, so definitely check this out. I loved it. Did I cry in this book? I'm not sure. I have a feeling I did. I cried in a lot of books this month and I don't cry. Like, I don't cry in books. But anyway, let's get on with the next book. I read Dark Kiss as well by Michelle Rohn, and this is another book about angels, demons, about a girl who's normal. She's not really looked at. She kind of blends into the background, and she goes to a club one night, and this guy who she had kind of had this crush on just comes up to her, says, my kiss is dangerous, and then he just kisses her. The next day she wakes up, she feels different. She's got this like insustainable hunger. Is that the right word? I don't know. She's got this hunger which is not quenched. She can't quench her hunger at all, and she becomes something. She becomes something which is deemed demonic, but turns out that she's actually kind of special, and she helps this group of angels and demons who have to band together to protect this city. It's very cool. It's a really good book. It's the book one in the Night Watchers series, and I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to pick up the second book, Wicked Kiss, see what happens in the second book, but I really enjoyed the first one, and the cover is so good, guys. So good. It's great. Again, the typography on this cover is brilliant, and so definitely check this out if you like angelic reads with demons and Nephilim and all that kind of idea. I really like those books. They really interest me. I like them. Oh guys, you're going to be so happy with the next one. You are going to be so happy. I listened to the audiobook this month of The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. It has been a long time coming. I haven't been able to read the book. I picked the book up 3 times to start reading it. I've never really not got into it. I've just been very scared because I don't cry in books, like I've said, and I'm a bit scared to open up that door of tears. Let's just say I listened to the audiobook, and in fact, the audiobook was like watching the movie but obviously listening to it. It was very emotional. I cried in this book. I'm actually welling up now. I cried in this book. It was very emotional. It was such a beautiful read. The ending destroyed me. The middle destroyed me. Everything destroyed me. Watching Hazel grow as a character was really, really interesting, and yeah. Let's just say I was on the train when I finished this book, and and oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? And I was crying so bad, and I literally sat like this the whole way back. This is definitely a reread. I don't think I'm emotionally ready for the film yet. I don't think I've ever felt so emotionally involved with a book. It was very difficult to read, actually, listen to, in fact. There was parts where I'd put it off because I just didn't, like, I'm not good with things like that, and it was just, but I loved how real it was, and I loved how honest the book was. That's it. That's what I'm going to talk about. Amazing. 700,000 stars out of 5. Like, ridiculous. I love it. And they are the, what was it, 15 books I said I read, and this is the half book I read. I'm halfway through City of Heavenly Fire. I went to the launch party in London, and it was amazing because I got to meet tons and tons and tons of you guys. It was so overwhelming. It was absolutely, it was the best day I've ever had out. Ever. It was brilliant. I cannot wait for something like that to happen again. Maybe YALC, if any of you are going, let me know, because I am going. It was great meeting you all. I was more excited to meet you all than getting the book, if I'm honest, and it was great. And like, if you want to see some pictures, my Instagram link is down below. You can go and check those out if you want to. But I'm loving this book so far. I don't want to talk much about it. I was more scared to read this book, but I'm not now. I'm kind of getting into it. The only problem I have is it's so big. Like, it's so big. Like, look at that. That's huge. And it's not the same size as my other books, which is annoying, so I've got to wait for those to come out. Or I might just buy them all in hardback and get them shipped over from America. I don't know yet. But I'm loving this book. It's so good. And yeah, I will most probably talk about this book again as my other half of the book in next month's wrap up. So there you have it. There is my reading month. Like, I feel really positive about my reading month this month. I read so many books. It was so much fun. I cried. I laughed. Like, I think I went through a lot of the feels, which is crazy because I'm not a big person affected by the feels, but this month I was. Thank you guys so much for all your kind words on my birthday. I've had a lovely birthday. It was brilliant. Half of the books I've just shown you I got given for my birthday. The birthday book haul is up and live if you want to go see that. Thank you guys so much. I've also, if you've given me books for my birthday, I have posted most probably your picture on my Instagram, so go and find that. Links down below for that again. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see what you say in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video because, like I said, I enjoy doing my wrap-ups. I enjoy filming them, editing them, and uploading them. So if you do enjoy this, please do give this a thumbs up. Bye bye.